Welcome back, guys, for more Space Engineers. Well, I say more Space Engineers. It should be not very much Space Engineers, because some of you guys completely screwed me over. Okay, so I've been working at this all day, and I have very, very little to show for it. Why is that, Sky? Because some people in the comments decided that they would completely screw me over. They say a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, and yeah, they're not kidding. A couple of things. Okay, first of all, this is a vanilla playthrough, so no more script and cheat mod suggestions, please. Second, I will say, I am actually pretty pissed right now, because I have been working my ass off on this build. And this has really screwed me up. I will show you exactly how they screwed me over. And it's infuriating. So I came up with a method for doing my blast doors. Well, my hangar doors. And it was perfect, right? It worked. It worked. It was simple. I did my research. It was absolutely all guns blazing. No problems. Could have done that. No problem. But instead, I get a bunch of comments from people saying, oh, no, the game's changed. You're out of date, Sky. Game's changed. You don't need to use blast doors anymore. The blocks, the regular blocks, will just slide past each other. It's absolutely fine. You just don't need to do that. And I felt a bit of a prawn. I was like, oh, I screwed up. Yeah, except they're full of crap because it doesn't work. And I will show you that it doesn't work. So here are the doors doing it their way, right? And oh, and it hasn't worked. The bottom one's opened. This one sometimes opens, right? If I back off, like sometimes it opens, sometimes it, and that's the worst kind of problem because it's like, oh, so well, it's working sometimes. What do I do to make it work all the time? I have wasted freaking hours and hours on this, like you wouldn't believe. The thing is, it's like it's so intermittent about when it'll work and when it won't. But I've set up a test rig, and I'll show you exactly what the problem is and how these people screwed me so badly. Okay, so here's my little test rig, right? And we have a standard block and a standard block hole, right? And if I come down to my little desk and I set this off, this is what they're talking about. So I set that off, and this will slide quite happily through here, right? And this is the little knowledge that they have. They're like, oh, I saw some video where some guy did this. Yeah, you've got a little bit of knowledge. Unfortunately, you don't have all the knowledge. And it's not applicable to what I'm doing. Is the top going to work? No. So armed with this information, I thought, oh, okay, right, I'll rip out what I was doing and I'll just put in regular blocks. And it didn't work. And then I had other people saying, oh, you should use slanted blocks like this because it reduces the contact surface and then it'll work. And I tried that endlessly for hours. And if we go over here, you can see that I've got currently like this arrangement. Yeah. I will show you the bottom, which works perfectly, is set up exactly the same with this arrangement, right? And this works. But apparently it like just works, right? On the top, it just doesn't. Well, it does sometimes. And this is what's so confusing. It works sometimes. Okay, fine. Right, let me show you what the problem is that I eventually found out when I went away and did a whole bunch of research. Let's come over here and we'll trigger this block with the hangar door block, right? Which is what I'm actually using. Can you sense the anger and frustration in my voice? I think you probably can. It's very thinly veiled. Right. So here we go. Oh, oh no, it stopped and it won't go through. Why is this? Because some blocks, like the absolutely plain blocks, they work with the collision, right? But there's a whole bunch of blocks that won't work with the collision. And the thing is, like, not a single one of those comments included, oh, this doesn't work for all blocks, or it's not going to work for your hangar doors, so just be careful when you do this, right? I really want this to work. It's not working at all now, and it was working intermittently, but it was. You know what? Let me try taking out these. Oh, and there you go. So I take out one block and it works. That is the kind of problem that will drive you. And now it's just working all the time. Oh, how frustrating is that? Let me try putting that block back in and see if this will actually work. So, boom, and finish that and move away. Yeah, oh, and it works. And then will it open again? No, it won't open again. But sometimes it will. Yeah. So that's where all my time went, and I'm very, very annoyed and very, very frustrated. And nobody corrected them, right? Not only did they not give me the right information, nobody could, like, not a single person correct. And it wasn't just one comment. This was a whole bunch of comments. People like, oh, it changed in an update. Yeah. So there you go. There's my rant. This is the time that I would normally start editing. So I'm going to try and do a little bit just to try and get something done in this video. Right. So we're going to come up here to the big rig and we're going to do some drilling, and I'm going to try and cheer up, try and get over it. It's difficult though. I tell you, it's difficult. Right. I'm going to remove that block. And I'm going to remove that block, and then everything's going to fall down, Sky. Yeah, I know, right? You thought I was going to do it, right? Come on, you know you did. All right. Let's put a block in there, and I'm going to put a second block in there for safety. And I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do the same over here. I may have to come out one further, but we'll see. It should be all right, but we'll see. Okay. And then we get rid of this one. Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I want to set up a drill on this site. Now, we've got to name these. And I've had some suggestions, but to be honest, nothing's really taken my fancy. So I think we'll call them Beavis and Butthead. So the one at the front will be Beavis and the one at the back will be Butthead. And we're going to work on Butthead first, because I think what I'm going to do is drill Butthead down a bit. Because Beavis, there's quite a lot of room, right, down to where we actually encounter the rock, right? Whereas this one, not so much. So what I was thinking is maybe we put in a small rig, drill it down to kind of the same level. Then I'll move that drill over to Beavis and then rebuild build a new drill for Butthead. That's kind of the plan. Right, I'm going to start with the conveyor junction in there. Yeah. And then underneath that, I'm going to start putting in pistons. Right, we'll see how many of these pistons we can get on here. So what's that, 4? Yeah, 4. Come on, 5 and 6 and... Oh, we can get a fair amount on. I didn't think we'd get that many on. It's deceptive. Okay, that's 10. Ooh, I don't think we could get 11. But you know what? That'll do. That'll do, I think. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the drill. There we go. I've got the drill. Then we'll slap a drill on the end. Okay. Could we... No, we wouldn't get another piston in there. Okay, so what I need to do now is just bang a bunch more drills on here and then get it built. And we can start doing some drilling. No, that's not going to work, Sky, because you need a conveyor system. Yeah, you're not wrong. And that's going to be a ridiculous conveyor to go like all the way down to the bottom of the base. That's going to take you freaking hours to build. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Which is why I'm going to do something different. So what I'm going to do is get some conveyors up here and just bring it out like this. Come on. You want to do it. Come on. There we go. And one more. And is that far enough? I'll probably bring it out a couple more sections just to be on the safe side. Maybe 4. Maybe 5. Okay. Then I'm going to slap a connector on the end. Turn you around. Boom. Right. What I'm going to do with that connector... Oh, my fuel is low. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm really in trouble. Yeah. So that'll be a death then. Oh, well done. Well done, Sky. Okay. Who spotted the flaw in the plan? Not the rotor. I remembered the rotor. The flaw in the plan is, yeah, I can get the drills across here, but as soon as I start to rotate, yeah, we're going to have a problem here. So actually, we're going to have to come up, I think 3 pistons. Yeah, because we'll need the rotor and the drill. Okay, it's all built. All right, let's see if we can actually get it working. There's actually a couple of things that I don't know. First of all, I wasn't sure, like, if this got full of stone, whether these blocks would be strong enough on their own without, like, actually building them out to support this. So I thought I'll err on the side of caution, and I built all of that up there. So we do have a solid connection. The other thing I don't know, this connector, if I set that to throw out, will it actually pull stone? I don't know. Do I need to add a sorter? I don't know. Right. So I've named everything with BH for butthead. Let's get this going. So drills. I'm going to turn on the drills. Okay. Yeah. All the drills are now running. Hooray. But now it's just going to be butthead that's working. The others are going to sit there and do nothing. I've got inertia tensor set on. And the velocity, now I'm thinking, what? Let's do like 0.0, let's start off with like 0.02. There's no point going crazy. So we'll start off with 0.02. Okay, so the rotor, I've set that to, I'm going to run it at half speed just until it gets going, and then I'll crank it up. So I'm running it at 0.4 RPM rather than 0.8. So, yeah, you can go. Is it rotating? It is rotating. We are cutting. Oh, see, that's not good. Okay. If I whip my drill out, get rid of that. Are you going to be all right now? Let's get rid of a bit more for it. Oh, what I should do is the connector. Now, I've set that to throw out, right? But is it? Yeah, it is. It is throwing out. Okay, good. All right, so that's actually working. Wonders will never cease. Well, I completely messed this up. 0.02. That's way too fast. Fortunately, I made the mistake of only setting it on one of the pistons. Thank goodness, because otherwise this would have been a major wreck. So let's try setting that to 0.00. 0.002 is what I'm thinking. Well, we'll give it a try. Well, I ended up speeding up the drill to 0.004. 0.002 seemed a little slow. Let's see, how much is that taking off now? Yeah, we haven't really got down. Oh, well, no, we probably have, actually. No, that looks good. We could probably go a tiny bit faster. All right, cool. We have got butthead working. Hooray! And the drilling process begins once more. Yeah, I'll be very interested once Beavis and Butthead are both down, like, to kind of probably this level. Exactly what shape we're left with up here. Because it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Oh, okay. Now we're dropping big boulders out of here. And I do wonder if that is actually going to be enough to handle the stone that's going to be producing. At the moment it is, because it's only cutting a very small area. But I think I may need to end up putting like more of these connectors on here to eject the stone a bit faster. But you know what? It's working, and that's the main thing. I tell you what, I'm rapidly... Well, I say I'm running out of time. I've already run out. I'd run out of time when I started recording. So, oh man. Let me just show you, like, up here. I mean, I was actually hoping to, like, have this, like, with a bit of furniture in and, you know, have the... I wanted to do, like, the control tower and all kinds of stuff. It's very, very frustrating day it's been for me. I'm thinking we're going to have, like, well, as you can see, we've got stairs. But I'm thinking we're going to have stairs up here into, like, something behind here. What? I've no idea yet. I have a bunch of different ideas. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As for this, I mean, this is literally just going to be a corridor along here. And the same at this end. Just going to be a corridor. We'll have something going on here. If I do something here and I kind of like it and I want a bit more space, I'll actually make this bigger because I kind of like this area. I think we could potentially do a little bit more with it. I've also got some very, very interesting ideas for down here. And I'm thinking that the bottom of this is actually going to change quite substantially, or at least it may. I haven't completely worked out the ideas yet. Oh look, there's the boulders coming down. Good Lord. Okay, yeah, that's a fair way for them to drop. These things. Oh, okay, that's not great. I may have to extend that out a little bit more. I didn't realize that it could actually fall down and hit the base. Okay, that's not great. All right, well, there you go. I mean, that's as much as I can do today. I'm really sorry that it turned out like this. You know, to blame. And for any of you, for any of the people, the small minority who are not lovely people like you are, who are ready to type, "Oh, it's your own fault." I really strongly suggest that you don't do that. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen, but something will happen. All right, guys, we will leave it there. Thanks for, I mean, quite frankly, thanks for suffering through this. Apologies that it was a rubbish episode. Hopefully, tomorrow, we can get on and do some really cool things. All right, guys, I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.